This is a revolution of the mind. Get your mind together. Get your mind together. Get your mind together. Get your mind together.
As soon as I encountered hip hop, I related to it like that. You know, I was like, that's what I want to do. I basically did every element of hip hop that you can imagine, and I settled on MCing. Just being in front of people and being able to express myself and feel comfortable with that, you know, that's how I came up.
Yo, wait a minute, check this out. The whole world's watching. Realize the ones he voted for were really rotten. What other people gotten? Nothing but talking, empty promises. Fuck rapping. Let's organize the young people of this nation. We all talk about we equal, but we hating. Taking for granted that we ain't shit. Cause this American dream is counterfeit.
My consciousness started with hip hop. Public Enemy and KRS-One, X-Clan, Paris, even NWA. All of those folks from that era that were talking about black nationalism, black consciousness, Afrocentricity. I mean, the only access I had was to the black struggle, you know, the Black Panthers, Marcus Garvey. And at some point, I just had some folks around me, some friends who were getting into community organizing, but in the Filipino community. I became introduced to a youth and student organization called Kilusan ng Progresibong Kabataan, the Movement of Progressive Youth in the Philippines. And that later became the League of Filipino Students in LA. Because I was just so hungry for like identity and just like wanting to be involved and be conscious and all this stuff, you know, I just went. I didn't understand everything because everybody there was like in college, and I was like the only non-college person there. But definitely when I went to the Philippines in 1998, I just saw firsthand the conditions. I know that I come from a first world experience, so going into the third world, I knew it was gonna be different, and I didn't want to like stick out like some like tourist, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna absorb everything and be humble and just like, you know, let them do with me what they want to do. All I had was like 2 days worth of clothing. I was washing my clothes like every other day, you know, and I got to see how advanced and how strong the movement is over there, and how serious it is, you know what I mean? I came back like, yo, I'm committed to this movement, the movement for national democracy in the Philippines.
Welcome to reality. See, times is hard. Times is hard. Times is hard. Times is hard. Hard. Welcome to reality. See, times is hard. It's hard. Times is hard. Times is hard. Times is hard. Hard. Welcome to reality. See, times is hard. It's hard.
I feel like going to the Philippines really made me accountable to the words that I was saying. Everything that I talk about, whether it's overtly political or not, it's still political. Hip-hop became even more important in terms of being a tool or a method of raising the awareness and the consciousness of folks around what's going on in our community and back home in our country. I wanted to be able to do an exposure trip from a hip-hop perspective. Before I had gone there, you know, I'd been kind of discussing the plan for my trip with Sarah and with Lengua, you know, from Anakbayan. They had been just like, yo, we work with these young people in Caloocan, they rap. I think you'd be able to relate to them because you're a rapper. A lot of the organizers, or at least the main ones, they don't do hip-hop. They don't have the same context of hip-hop that we have here in the States. So this particular trip was really concentrated on organizing through hip-hop, you know, and I think it helped people, you know, take hip-hop a little bit seriously out there.
There's some the word have unite now. Struggling people have the struggling.
Going to DM compound, I didn't know what to expect, man. I felt relatively safe because we had anak bayan with us. You know, there's always this kind of like apprehension when you're talking about gangsters. You know, I used to gang bang, so like there's this kind of initial tension, you know what I mean? Just some of that was in the back of my mind going there. But they were like ready to go. You know, I mean, breaking the ice with some raps, you know what I mean?
Yun ang papakita sa karamihan yun ng tao, makinig sa karamihan na binibita. Teka muna, mag-isang sa pag-rinig, kasi sa pag-rap ako ay nainit. Medyo papakitang gilas lang ako sa inyo. Kabilang ng katakuwak ay nasumisikat. Sana pangarap ko ako lumabas sa akin ng TV. Ako nagsisisi, pero mag-inig.
Para sa mga kaibigan at mga kasama, lahat ng mga bata at mga matanda, para sa masa, hindi lang basta bahala. This isn't just a gimmick when we yellin' makibaba. This is our life, seen from the inside of the cage. The hate me. Wake up, we straight slaves. Who says you gotta break a dollar to make change? Do what you gotta do, whatever it takes, man. Like a third string quarterback, who I ain't playing with a hero back home. We saying the same thing.
They were mad cool. They were really open to having me there. They were real welcoming. You know, they definitely wanted to share their experience.
Yung anak bayan, how did you, paano kayo
Sila po mismo ang pupunta rito eh. Nagpupunta-punta sila sa iba-ibang lugar. Inaano nila yung kabataan, inaayos nila. Kaso iba, minsan nababastos sila, mga bastos ibang gangster. Eh dito din naman sila nababastos kahit kaso sila rito eh. Kaso naman. Yung mga anak bayan sila manok, inaayos nila yung kabataan. Maganda naman din yung ano nila eh. Patakaran nila eh.
Anong mga subjects ng raps ninyo?
May love song din po.
May love song,
May tungkol sa kaaway.
May tungkol sa gangster, tungkol sa kaibigan, sa eskwela, ganun.
Sa nangyari sa amin,
Sa mga nangyari, yung ganun.
I wish I could have probably asked him more questions, but I think I was just overwhelmed by like just everything that was going on. I was just like, man, this is crazy.
Mas mabilis ako mag-rap, di aabutan, pero mas mabilis kang tumakbo pagbabanatan. Ang dami naming inches, mas popular. Ikaw hinahan sa iba't ibang lugar. Di hamak na marami kaming fans at deliver. Ang album nyo, tinatapon sana Botas River. Di pa ako kontento sa narinig. Si Brian pwedeng bida sa pelikulang inig.
After that, I was like, okay, cool. I'm down to roll wherever now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Put your fist up. Put your fist up. Put your fist up. Put your fist up. And say, Kalayaan. Say, Ipaglaban. Yo, this is our mission. This is our struggle. This is history rewritten. This is for the children. Switching up the drama of the system. Man, listen, the youth are in the building, bringing you a new vision. It's time to mobilize. Take the streets and organize. Take control of our lives. See the world with open eyes. The youth see through the lies, and we want what is just. They saying we're the future, so the future's up to us. It's our basic right to get a decent education, so we can have the tools to really build a better nation. Para sa ating bayan, ngayon ay lumalaban. Isang mahal sa lahat ng mga baka. Put your fists up. Put your fists up. Put your fists up. Put your fists up. And say, Kalayaan. Say, Ipaglaban.
Yo, yo, man.